Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel where we are continuing our historic choices let's plays with Himiko, Queen of Wa, Science Himiko, one of the strongest leaders in the game. I think Queen of Wa Himiko is probably A tier, maybe not S tier. I think High Shaman might be a little bit better, but Queen of Wa is really good. Her suggested society or civilization was the Mississippians. They're strategic for some reason. And what I'm seeing here is food and production, or just mostly food and gold, I guess. Yeah. So we're probably going to get some really big cities. That's going to be our goal because we want all this science generation. We get a unique endeavor called Friend of Way that gives us 25% science when we're in an alliance. We get 4 science for every friendly or helpful civ, and we can support endeavors for free. That's huge. That's such a big influence saver. We're picking up influence per age on the palace and science per age on the palace. And looking at our start position, we have lots of resources here. So we're definitely going to be grabbing like our academy and, well, maybe not in the academy here, but definitely the library goes here. We might be getting our barracks here as well. We're going to look at putting a blacksmith and the academy over here. That means we'll probably want like something kind of similar to, yeah, brickyard right here because we've got some mines. We might want to consider putting like our monument or something down up here. So monument and altar goes up here. And this is a pretty good setup. We can get Gate of All Nations right there, boosting some really big adjacencies. And then most likely what's going to happen is we're going to see something like a pot cop over here and a pot cop or something over here. That's not guaranteed, but that's most likely what we're going to be looking at. Let's go ahead and found our settlement. Well, we could also come up here and throw down, what is it? We want the garden and the market right there. That'll get boosted by that wonder as well. So this is a pretty solid looking little capital setup. This is going to give us lots of food is the big deal. We really need this food to grow, to get our specialists down. It's going to help a lot. We might want to put a wonder here too to boost this tile. Let's start moving forward, see what we can find. We are on the northern half of the map. We can tell because Tundra is up here to the north. Our starting tech, we want to move towards writing, which is a pottery start. And we're going to grab yet another scout. We are playing on a Continents Plus map, Deity difficulty, standard size map. We are planning to move into Hawaii. Hawaii is her suggested strategic choice for exploration. Hawaii or Mujaput, but Mujaput is just a geographic. Remember, we're always playing strategics and historics over geographics. So we've got to figure out a way to utilize Hawaii. Let's start moving towards the wool. This is a tile we can replace later pretty soon anyway. Weirdly straight navigable river down here to the south. A huge navigable river, actually. I wouldn't be... we haven't found a single goody hut. I wouldn't be surprised if, like... there's a goody hut. If Egypt or somebody wasn't right here. Now with the production we got, we're going to throw down the granary. That gives us our rural population back. We're going to throw that on the wool and make sure that it's in. 2 production, 2 happiness here in Cahokia. An ovine dilemma. The shipper communities keep sacred horses that no one may ride on pain of grievous punishment. All well and good until a shepherd has to find lost sheep on foot. Sacred doctrines. It is, we're science, so let's go. Sacred doctrine should always be questioned. We're not going to be a very traditional society. 100 gold, but minus culture. Oh, that actually sucks. I wanted that culture act. We want to get to chiefdom fast, so losing that culture actually is painful. Production or happiness, I'm going to take the production to hurry up the granary, and we have met Trung, the newly updated Trung. I will definitely be sending her influence stuff so that she sends stuff to us and we can be friendly and love each other. Our team, scientific city-state, so that's good enough for us to want to pick up. Let's go ahead and throw down a brickyard as well. After that, we'll start getting settlers. I still don't know where I want to settle. I guess down here has to be a settlement. Something near Eritim. But they're going to be upset if we do that. I guess a settlement here wouldn't be bad. Right here? No, 1, 2. I can't settle there. Yeah, I guess it's going to have to be here. That's going to make them upset. But hopefully we can get some influence into them first. Here we go, 0. It is free to support this, meaning that we will start having friendly relations very soon. Vinikunka. All right, natural wonder over here. Science, natural wonder. Something we probably want to look at and consider. I am actually going to go... despotism would be good for the science, but oligarchy for the food is also going to get us more... You know what? Despotism. Let's take despotism. I think we'll have enough food that we can pretty much argue that we'll reach specialist cap in the capital at least. Hey, there's Trung, new army commander. A settlement down here would be so good, but she's gonna be right there to settle that. What do we get out of this? Oh, the influence for sure. That'll allow us to start befriending Eritim in like just a couple of turns, and now the capital has to build a settler. We have also met Lafayette. I can't actually send him the friendly greeting because, well, honestly, I'm saving up for this, but I can send him something in like 8 turns, and we are now friendly with Trung, which should give us even more science. Raising the earth, Mississippians gather, baskets in hand to mold the earth according to their vision. We're building mounds, and what do we want with our mounds? We want culture, that's what we want. Here's a city-state. Tiwanaku. Is that science or is that gold? Science. It's another city-state we should want to start getting. All of the mountain. Have a settlement adjacent to a mountain. Have a settlement with 10 pop. The mountain adjacency is going to be a little difficult. Let's go with the 10 pop. And as for our pantheon, why don't we go for God of Wisdom and double down on science? Uh-oh, we're going to lose the scout. Don't die, buddy. Run away. Run away. Get away. Lafayette's actually a really good person to have in this game, because we can always support his extra social policy thingamabob. Ah, you're still dead either way. This warrior's gonna attack me for sure. Yep, goodbye, bud. Get off the tile I want to settle on. The Dream Visitor. We want the Codex 100%. Let's jump into sailing next to get up to currency. Another codex. We can't display all the codices that we've got. And we enter into a celebration for which we're going to grab science and tool making. We're already at 33. We're way ahead of everybody else. A free support here gives us 6 culture. 6 culture for nothing. Right? 6 culture for no influence spent. Alabama. But we lose friendliness with Trung because we settled really close to her. She's not going to like that. But next turn, we can send her something to make her feel better. We're kind of boxed in, so she's going to be a little upset no matter where we're settling. You're going to have to come down here to try to get... I mean, I could settle here, but that would make her real angry. If I settled here, that's definitely war, right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We get our free army commander from Discipline. I want to jump into Discipline 2. So that we can grab the Gate of All Nations. Nobody is influencing Tiwanaku yet, which is good for me. We're gonna get our 3rd settlement. That's a big negative, but she's gonna have to deal with it. Distribute production across, and let's start grabbing up all these resources that we can grab. We're probably not gonna go very wide this game. We're probably gonna hit as much as our settlement limit will allow and not really go over it too much. Not because I think going over the settlement limit is bad, but just because I believe I don't have as much space as I might want if I planned on going over the settlement limit. City-state bonus. Step pyramid's pretty good. Science for buildings receive +1 is really good. Or we could get free tech and hope that we get more city-states. That gives us animal husbandry for free, saves us 3 turns on taking that. Diviodorum is hurting us. Gotta get away from those guys. Discipline 2 is in. Let's go ahead and pick up Code of Laws so that we can get our unique Watanabe merchant. Call of the Mountain is done. That gives us 50 culture. Lafayette is now friendly, and we can start building the Gate of All Nations here. 19 turns is a little while, but it's okay because we can throw this in the capital, boost us by 3 production. I don't think it'll actually, it's 16 instead of 19 now. That's great. Karl Supe is actually a scientific city-state. Enlightenment 1 is done as we, our Great Library, sorry, as we fill in our library with our codices. And we're sitting on 34 science per turn. That is going to get boosted soon enough. If I can just start working on Tiwanaku. Alabama is going to become a city now. And I want to start by putting a brickyard down, and we can move the food and stuff into it. And next turn we can start influencing Tiwanaku. Let's support Lafayette's endeavor. I'm worried that she's not sending things my way. We've also met Ashoka, the food Ashoka. I can't give you a happy greeting, but take what you can have. I'm going to go ahead and create Masonry 2 to get more production. And we can throw down our first specialist. Do we want the specialist or do we want some production? Honestly, some production would be better. So let's get that. Lafayette wants to give us happy. We'll give you happy. It looks like these two are going to be aggressive with each other. That's fine with me. Yep, there's the war. They've declared war on each other. And we get our first Watanabe. Let's run this down to Yasodharapura to get that trade route going, make her friendly with us. Put this in the capital for more science. We're 4 turns away from the Gate of All Nations. I could get the Emile Bell here. Let's do that. The Emile Bell's wonder that's not particularly pursued by the AI. And putting it here would give us good adjacency on a library. And it would give us Wonders of the Ancient World 1, which we're never sad to have. There's Silk Roads 1. We'll keep that in Halma so it grows. Alabama has finished its brickyard. Trung is giving us military aid, which we will support, of course. And we're gonna go and throw down a library right there. I don't have anywhere to place you yet, but we'll get you in soon enough. What goes? Dershauer Kin is gone. Tiwanaku gives us science, which finishes irrigation. Let's jump now into bronze working. And there's the gate. That gives us that. It gives us nothing right now. We don't have any adjacencies next to it currently, but they will come. Let's go ahead and throw the monument here. That'll give us some culture, that'll give us some influence. And I think now's the time that we'll grab this specialist right here. We have met Napoleon of the Han. Je suis Napoleon. I'll hold off until I can start influencing Karl Supe. Is anybody? Nah, they're not being influenced yet. And we're just like a couple of turns away from being able to influence them ourselves. Our first trade route goes down, making us friendly with Trung, which will give us even more science. Let's pop you out for a turn and put you in. Up here, and then here. Like that. That's what we'll end up doing. Culture from Specialists, Emile Bell, Steal Government Secrets, all those are in. Now, honestly, like Weiyang would be cool, but I got nowhere really to build it. Has to be grassland, and everything I've got going on over here is tundra. I guess we go now towards our specials. Tiwanaku is ours, so let's consider what we want. Science buildings receive 1 science for every city-state's pretty good. 2 science on displayed codices is really good. Let's go for the codices right now. That doesn't scale, and we got another codex. That doesn't scale as much as the science buildings, but we'll get that with Carl Supe, hopefully. Lafayette wants more culture. Take it for free. I kind of want to get an alliance with Trung so I can get Friend of Way rolling. And I want a settlement. I can't put one here, but I can put one there. I'm working on that settler. Mesa Verde also. Wow. Lots of science city-states on the map today. But it looks like Mesa Verde is about to die. Instead of you, let's grab this and just build. I don't want, really kind of don't want, you know what? I'll take that war. Influence in all settlements. I'll support Lafayette because we were pretty far from being friendly with Ahsoka anyway. And next turn, we should be able, in a couple turns, we'll go for Friend of Way. I think Napoleon was going to kill Mesa Verde anyway. I didn't really expect to get them. And Napoleon declares on us. He must have been allies with Ahsoka. Well, that's fine. We're going to lose our scout, unfortunately. I should really get like a fishing key here so that we can get some boats out. In just a turn, we'll do that. Hey, we got expansionist. That's pretty good. That's going to help us when we become Hawaii later. Oh, our settlers, our scouts survived. That's fantastic. Just give us more information. The more we know, the happier we are. And here goes our first Friend of Way, giving us 25%. We're up to 89. Look at how far ahead we are than everybody. 89, 36, 48, 29, 26. We are outstripping everybody heavily in the science department. That gives us our pod cop. So where do we go? Wahi. Kanaha, 2 resource capacity and gift economy is pretty good. Shell Tipper Pottery though is amazing. So we're definitely gonna just jump down here for Monk's Mound and all of those things. You want your barracks so that we can produce. Yeah, now we have a dead scout. That warrior is gonna eat it. I would be very surprised otherwise. Champa, that's culture. Trung gives us military aid, which I'll take. Our second specialist goes down over here. This is now an 11 science tile. We're almost at 100 science per turn. And we've also unlocked Shelled Timber Pottery. Wrong place, Robert. You're looking in the wrong place. We could probably take out Charismatic Leader and throw in Shell Tipper Pottery for 21 gold per turn. Oh, and Trung will also be our ally. Unfortunately, we can only get 1 Friend of Way at a time, but Trung being our ally gives us more science. So let's grab the altar here to get another quarter for some more science on that quarter. How far away is Carol Supe? It's like ages away. Wonders of the Ancient World 2, that's Emily Bell. Emily Jung, and we're gonna build our altar over here. Narrative choice, Emily, the bell simply will not ring. Do we sacrifice a young boy? Or do we cast it again? Let's go for the happiness. I'm not gonna be building many more wonders. Boy, Lafayette is trading with us like crazy. And I think, let's go with the influence towards initiating and befriending city-states. What do we need? 114? That's next turn. Trung is willing to trade with us as well. Okay, Daughter of the Sun. On the day of the shrine's dedication, dawn lights the tops of the cypress trees, making a small island of golden green foliage in the growing cityscape. The city dwellers' donations are counted and the bounty's allocation decided. Do we get a burning arrow, or we have 15 resources slotted across all settlements for a scientific? Yeah, we're already at 11, and it won't take that many more to get to 15, especially if we just throw a market down up here. If the economy is in, I can get 2 resources in the capital now. We are just waiting. I need to get 3 more resources total for Daughter of the Sun to come in. Happiness from Lafayette. We have already unlocked Academy, so let's go ahead and put our Academy down as well. I wish that this wasn't connected by open ocean. I was building the mausoleum, but it got sniped. I was building it in order to get a better adjacency on my my things. Do I go for Nalanda? Do I try? It's too far. I don't think I can get there. Not with the amount of culture that I have currently. Let's just go ahead and throw down our academy. Whoa, Trung is at 157 science per turn. Where did that come from? We get an economic attribute point for trading with Knossos, which is pretty nice. I would really like another Watanabe, because I need more tradable resources. We should see our science here start to skyrocket pretty soon, because I'm about to throw down like a +6 and a +7, which we can get specialists on. We finish Great Library 2, because we get the 2 codices from Mathematics 2. Where do I go next? Navigation. Food on food buildings, okay, I guess. We kind of want to move, let's move into navigation right now, and we'll go for another codex. So we're getting 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 science off of our codices. I don't want to give her the science. I want to give you the science. And then when I have enough influence, we'll friend of way. He'll give me Thebes for peace, so why not? We'll just take Thebes. That gives us Pax Imperatoria. Feels a little cheap, I know. He'll give us Knossos for peace, so let's do that. Lafayette loses 2 cities, we gain 2. There's Thebes and Knossos. Both pretty solid looking cities, honestly. So we'll just keep those bad boys. Is that Pax Imperatoria 2? Yes, sure is. Make sure you're connected to our capital so that we can send this and this and this. That completes our narrative event, Daughter of the Sun. And it gives us a scientific attribute, which we're going to put into researching tech masteries. We've got horrible border gore, right? Thebes is all sorts of messed up, but we did just get 2 free cities, so we're not going to complain. But I am 2 over the settlement limit, which we're going to have to fix. As the Watanabe forges new bonds with surrounding people through trade, the famed Potkop attracts much curiosity. We could probably want to develop a tourist attraction, because I have a feeling our science is about to really pop off here. Science buildings receive 1 science for every city-state. And Archimedes, or do we go for the Codex or the Step Pyramid? Let's go for the Step Pyramid. And we get the wheel. With our money, let's switch you back over to a growing town and try to get some step pyramids like through here. Lafayette is no longer my ally, but he is still friendly. Well, whatever, we can go friends of way here and up our science. 154. Trung's at 234 science. Wow. I'm not quite sure how she's doing it, but she certainly is doing something. Let's get some step pyramids down. I can wait another 9 turns. I can throw down a Potkop here. It's better than nothing. Ujjaini. That allows us to get some stuff moved around if I want to, but I'm kind of happy with where our resources are currently. And I can trade with Athens as well. That makes you like us. Form an alliance. Gives us even more science. Honestly, my issue is kind of just not having places to put stuff. Lafayette has not yet sent me any of his nice special endeavors yet, which is annoying. Let's hope we can get the Colosseum. That'll boost this up even higher. And we need to get more Watanabe out to trade and do all that fun tradey goodness. And the crisis comes. It is the plague crisis. Okay. Trung and 2 science on science buildings and infected settlements. I'll take that. But we're gonna lose some gold. It's okay though to lose a little bit of gold. I'll send you to Strong Train. I just want to make sure that we have our doctors and stuff purchased when we need them. Did I lose a Colosseum too? Ah, I'm frustrated by that one. Another Codex. How many more do I need to finish off Just one more to get that finished. 2 more resources slotted. 2 more settlements. Honestly, I could run to those settlements. I get a settlement down here. I could settle any of these islands over here. Worth, actually. That's the Great Library done, though, with that last codex in. So we're just gonna make a run up here to Future Tech. Save up some cash, and then in Thebes, we would like to purchase a settler for 480. Or I could get a +5. 2 resources there, 2 resources here. Let's get that +5 library down. Plague grows. Ugh. Birds in copper. An archer proudly strikes a ferocious pose before the coppersmith who is crafting a plate depicting an avian warrior. The archer's friends mock his posturing, but he feels certain that when the plate is finished, all will know and tremble before Mississippian might. Economic or expansionist. Let's see what we get for both. Growth rate in cities is good. Trade is also good, but expansionist points are a lot more rare. So let's grab that. And we're going to go for the growth. He won the race to become a suzerain of Diviodorum. Ah, what a jerk. I should have paid more attention, but I didn't. I'll throw in clan networks. Can you get a monk's mound? Let's put it there for better districting opportunities. I don't think we'll get it, honestly. Slotting these in, well, we can't because we don't have enough stuff. Let's put down a market then. I think a market here would be fantastic. And that allows us to grow, well, whenever I can look at that city again, we'll grow it. I guess it's time to throw a pot cop down over there. Yeah, we can grow now to move towards the camels. I still need 1 more resource slot, and I'll be able to put in, I'll be able to get economic part 3, Silk Roads part 3. We're not far. We hit 272 science per turn with our friend of Way running. Let's go ahead and make you a fishing town. Get more growth in places. And how much will it cost? 540 for a settler, so next turn, I'll cancel. I don't want to war. I am trying to reconcile with people. I could attempt to absorb Carol Supe, or Eretim, or even Tiwanaku, but I think it'd just be better to get a settler and have it come settle up here. This will give us Silk Roads, and that'll put us on the 10-turn timer, I think. How many turns till you get up here? 7. That's fine with me. I'm gonna cheat. And we're gonna build some settlers. If continuity mode wants us to build settlers at the end of the era, that's what we'll do. We'll build settlers at the end of the era. There's Monk's Mound. That's our emblematic wonder. What do I want to put this down on? Oh yeah, definitely get the camels. Grab the sheep as well. You can get a step pyramid. 1 future tech is done. Can we get more? I think it's possible. What attribute did we grab? A Diplo attribute. We'll go down here then. I think it's possible that we could get another one. There's the 10-turn timer. We've reached it now. Well, if that's 10 turns, we might actually not end up getting another future tech. Now, since I won't be getting another future tech, let's go ahead and just hit engineering mastery and get that done. Get all the masteries out. I don't want you to denounce me. I would rather us be friendly. Let's start fixing that friendship, and we'll build some Watanabe as well so that we can have them banked up for the beginning of the next era. I'm gonna go ahead and settle Choctaw on this little island and purchase ourselves a fishing key so that we can be connected to the capital. I want to sort of prepare for Hawaii, right? Let's start getting ready because we're gonna be moving into Hawaii the next era. Let's get it prepared for so that we have plenty of marine tiles and we have the settlers that we want to go and start settling islands like this. In fact, 4 turns to get down there. That's fine with me. If I settle this, this should give us the military 3-star. Yep. So Chickasaw's down. And we can grow into a nice specialist there. Have you come sleep. And Cahokia, you're just going to build me some Watanabe so that I have them. Overall, I'd say we did fairly well. We've expanded out. We got 2 free cities kind of in a cheesy way, but hey, we were smart enough to join in on the AI's dogpile war, right? It's not cheesy, it's just smart. Let's throw in a friend of Way here to get a little more gold. Not gold, science. Keep our science high. And keep our relationship with Prung as high as we can keep it. Definitely don't want her going to war with us next era. She seems pretty strong. The rest of the people on this continent seem really weak, so I'm not too concerned about them in the least. Trung has declared war at the end of the era here against Napoleon. I'm going to support Trung so I can keep the relationship up, but it's pretty much cemented the fact that the Han will never be my friends. It's a shame, we're just like 2 turns away from the end of the era. It's a shame that that war had to start. Well, we've kind of got like a northern block of us and the southern block of Ashoka and Napoleon. That's an interesting split. The Age of Antiquity is ending. Here's our celebration. Well, this is the last turn. Looking at our situation here, we ended up with 10 settlements, a lot of them coastal with marine terrain, which is going to help when we move into Hawaii. Like Thebes is going to be really good with Hawaii. Homa is going to be really good with Hawaii. We've got 2 free settlers and 3 free merchants at the beginning of the age to go spam settling and gray gooing across all the islands. I've got some naval units out on the edge of the map here to go explore. I'm going to go ahead and purchase ourselves some units so that we can have more units at the beginning of the next age. We have lots of money, so we might as well just get quite a few of these out. And let's end this age. 307 is where we maxed out on our science, which seems like a decently large number, but we're definitely going to be pushing the thousands next era for sure. Even though Hawaii doesn't get any bonuses to science, they're mostly a culture civ, we should be able to push our science pretty high with the amount of food that we have, leading to some crazy good specialists and things like that. Antiquity age is complete. Let's look at our age rankings. First tier. Legacies 10 to the nearest 6, which is, you know, a thorough stomping of the AI there. Next era, we are going to move into Hawaii. I'll see you then. Goodbye.